Hello, you're welcome to this tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve the sleeve you saw on the thumbnail. And you can also use this method to achieve other kind of designs of sleeve as well. Okay. So when you see a sleeve that you don't know how to achieve, all you simply need to do is to get your mannequin, and then you are going to kind of mimic the sleeve style on your mannequin. Okay, now if you look at the sleeve, you will see that it's pleated on the shoulder, so meaning there is a kind of a puffy effect that is going on there. So you are just going to take a paper. You should practice with a paper. So here is my paper. You just take it and mimic the style of sleeve that you want to achieve. Now, in this case, the sleeve that we want to achieve is what you see on the thumbnail. So I'm just going to mimic the style of the sleeve. So you turn it like this. You have your hand in between here. So you want to create space for your hand. Can you see? Then I'm going to get my pen and use it to hold the paper. So I'm going to hold like this. I'm holding with my pen. I'm going to create that space for the sleeve. Can you see? For your hand to pass through. So it's not just going to the shoulder like this. Can you see it? So you want to create space for your hand, just as you can see. Then I'm going to cut this excess I have here out. So it's going to be like this at the back, and I'm going to hold with my pin as well. Now, after doing this, you can see that on the top part of the sleeve is kind of a puff. So I'm just going to come here and cut, mimicking what I have on the sleeve. You know, where you have puff, it has to be higher than the normal shoulder of your sleeve, right? So I'm going to remove this pin and I'll cut like this. Can you see? Now I'm going to pleat down. Can you see? I will hold with my pleats, as you can see. Please don't mind my baby, please. You can see how easy it is, right? So this is it. This is just it. Now for this part, you can decide to just give him some kind of shape. Okay, I've taught it. So just be careful when you're walking. You can decide to just blend it in like this. Hope you can see. Just as it is on. So this is what we have. You can make it shorter. You can make it shorter. So the next thing you should be asking yourself now, you can see we have achieved the sleeve on that picture. Now, how are you going to do this on your fabric? You can use this method for any kind of sleeve you come across. So when you've gotten to this stage, you just want to bring it out. Just bring the sleeve out, open it up, and then you will have an idea of what you should do. Now let me show you. So here is the sleeve after removing it from my manicure dress form. Now you can see how it is. With this now, you will have an idea of how to cut it on your fabric. So all you just want to do is to take this measurement. So you know on your client, their hands will be here, right? So you want to take the measurement from this part to this part. Can you see? And that is what is going to give you the measurements that you will use from here to here. Okay, then the length of the sleeve, you still want to take the length of the sleeve. Remember, this is a manicure, so you might not be getting the measurements that you're going to be getting on the manicure is definitely going to be different from what you get from an actual human. Okay, so you want to take the length of your sleeve. Now when you are taking the length of the sleeve, after taking the length of this, let's say 10 inches or 12 inches or 9 inches as the case may be, when you want to draft, I'm going to show you now. So you know this is how you draft your basic sleeve, right? This is the round sleeve, this is the armhole, and from here to here is the sleeve length, right? Now for this sleeve, this part of your sleeve is going to be this part that we measured. That is the measurement I took on the manicure that I showed you. So it's going to be something like this because it's not fitted. Like this basic sleeve now, it will be fitted on your round sleeve, right? So it's not fitted. It's going to be something like this after taking the measurements. Now, for this, your basic sleeve, you are going to step up with about 5 inches or 4 inches because to create that puff, you know how you make your normal puff sleeve, right? So that is what you're going to do to create that puff. But this time around, you are not going to be following this armhole because you know this armhole, this part to this part is going to the bottom of your armpits. But this time around, the sleeve is not, you are not sewing it to the bottom of your armpits, just as what you can see on that picture. It's not going to the model's armpits, so it's going to be somewhere here. So you just want to construct like this. Can you see? You just want to construct like this, and when you open up, you are going to be having something like this. Can you see? So when you cut, at the end of the day, this part you stepped up with is going to create that puffy effect. So after drafting your sleeve, what is the next thing to think of? What you're going to use to give it structure, because you can see that that sleeve is structured, right? So you can think of using a collar stay, a very hard, it's a hard stay, so you can think of using it. You can think of using crinoline on the edge. When you use crinoline, then you use your originally bony, you sew it on the crinoline, just anything to give it structure. So that is that. I believe you know how to make this sleeve now. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and should in case you have any question, don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. I will always answer. Bye for now. See you in my upcoming videos, and please do not forget to subscribe.